Dominion is force. At a point in time in their life, they got up and they said, I am tired, I am enlarging, I'm expanding. And when they stood their ground in faith, the elements began to respond to it. That is where I am. This anointing is for the globe, not for where two or three are gathered. Heaven, the investment of heaven is for multitude. So we have compelling power to pull them in. No, we're not sitting by the rivers of Babylon where we sat down, we hang our hands and we say, how can we sing the Lord's song? And maybe that's where you are. I'm not there. I'm not singing by sitting, but it's sing. I'm going to sing the Lord's song now. The Lord's song is a song of victory. The long song is what the Lord has told me. I don't see with the eyes, I don't walk with the eyes of the physical. I walk with the eyes of faith. We take steps by faith. When we decide to take steps by faith, then heaven responds to us. Heaven told us to go to Port Harcourt. We went to Port Harcourt. It looked as if it didn't turn out, especially the second meeting, the way we wanted. But we were sent by the Lord. Yes, lots of money were expended in career, but the Lord sent us there. And there are times the Lord will send you like an Elijah. He said there were so many widows in Zarephath, but God sent the prophet to only one person. In your eyes, you would think that because you didn't have this, then it was a failure. But in heaven's eyes, that one person, and just moving in obedience to the Lord and going there, we had 4 people that came from Akwa Ibom for that meeting. And that was just the reason why the Lord will have us go a second time to the land. And all of a sudden, the doors of Akwa Ibom have flung open on a massive scale. You say, man, we're not talking 300 people. That's not what we are talking. The church we are using, the pastor of the church, is the coordinator of Bill Hammond's prophetic school in Nigeria. It is only God that can connect you like that. It's an archbishop. Your mind will tell you, don't go. Don't enlarge. Enlarging takes work. Driving, it takes work. Gathering the stones, gathering the money. But I'm telling you that harvest, when even he says harvest is not a passive thing. He said the harvest is right. What do? Put in the sickle. Even during harvest, there's the work that is not planting work, it's harvesting work. So that his harvest does not mean that you go and sleep. A lazy man will go and gather this thing, harvest it, and leave it, and will not roast it. And what will happen? To get spoiled. What is the Lord saying? Oh, Christ Life Spring Center. I came with a dominion mandate. He sent them, Luke chapter 10. Give me Luke 10:1. And he called them. And I'm going to be making an altar call. I wanted to pay everybody, but I'm not going to do it because I want willing people. I want people that will carry this burden with me. And we say, ma, just attach somebody with me. 1 week, 1 soul. Let's start with that. 1 week, 1 soul. 1 week, 1 soul. And if peradventure there's somebody that is saying, ma, just attach somebody to me. I want to adopt a school. Can you give me a grammar school? I'm asking God for that. Or give me this school. I'm going to be going to the assembly once a week to just lay hold of it. That's the demand of heaven right now. Say, listen to me and listen very well. Let me touch this and I'll try and round off with that. And after these things, the Lord appointed other 70 and he sent them 2 by 2. He appoints them and he sent them. Mark 4:13, he said he called them, that they will be with him, that he will send them. That they will be with him, that they will send them. That they will be with him and they will send them. You're saying, I just came into God, I don't know much. Some of these people that went, they've not even heard the things that you have heard. The passion of the Lord is still for the lost. He will still leave the 99 and go for the one. And we're not just going to sit down. We're going to do all it takes. Thank God for Prophet Clem. We're going to start by proclaiming peace over our city. We're going to start by proclaiming peace over our territory. In case you don't know, the prayers are working. They are. And I in my mind, I say, but God, I don't want to say you are partial. No, I don't want to say it. When we were done yesterday, a vulcanizer, if you notice one vulcanizer that is in front when you are driving in, he called Pastor Jennifer and he said, come, I have a testimony. Only he will come and share his testimony. He says, since that church come here, they pray. My business start to prosper. He said, I don't buy new vulcanizing machine. He said, not just that, I am now selling new tires. He said, he took note that it was when the church came here and started praying that the Lord hits the junction. If somebody at the junction is prospering, how much more you that is under the prayer? How much more you that is under the canopy of the prayer or the one leading the prayer? That means there's already an overflow. I believe the Lord just sent him as a witness to let us know that it is already working. He could trace it. That before now there was darkness. Customers were not coming. But right now, since this church came, I noticed that things have shifted in my life. I also took note because one of those days I was driving in and I saw the machine. I said, I've never seen this kind of vulcanizing machine. It looks new, and I passed. I didn't know that God wanted me to see it. So that when the testimony comes, I will endorse it that he's not just talking. How much more you? How much more your business? How much more your children? How much more your parents? They are coming under this. Hallelujah. I'm going to tell you the truth as I try to round up. There are some levels you will not break into until you intentionally engage in soul winning. Daniel chapter 12 verse 3. You know how we talk of financial threshold? That you are doing some things, praying, fasting. Then one day you just gave one seed and all of a sudden, bam, you saw you broke into something. That is how it is. He said, and they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. When you make turning to righteousness your job, this is the promise of the Lord, that you shine as the stars forever. Me, I'm very simple in my mind and in my approach to scriptures. I can go very deep and tell you the Greek word, the Hebrew word, and tell you the before of God, the after of God, the behind of God. But I've chosen to leave some of those things and just see it with that childlike mind, that those who lead many to righteousness, they will shine like the stars. Those that win souls, they will shine. They will cross a place, a threshold, by the reason of such service to the Lord. The Lord is particular about souls. I can share stories upon stories, some near-death experience that people had. There was one I shared, I think it was in leaders' meeting, how the man died. He was a rich man. And he said when he got to heaven, the Lord looked at him and you could see, he said you could see two emotions in Jesus' eyes. One, deep sadness. The Lord was saying, you wasted the resources I gave to you. The other one was irrespective. You could still see the love of Christ. That anyway, even though you wasted it, you are still my son. He still embraced him. But you will see the pain of Christ in his eyes. By the mercy of the Lord gave him a second chance. I watched this man on Johnny's Table Talk. He's now an old man. If you see how this man is winning, because he knows the encounter. So he knows the short time he died. It was mercy that brought him back. Now he's doubling up. to use the remaining of the wealth to do stuff for the Lord. He called us not to stay. Our responsibility, first of all, is to ask. Psalm 2, verse 8. Give me the hidden for a possession, the utmost part of the earth. Give it to me as an inheritance. Who will be that John Knox? Who will be that praying height? Remove their names now and put your name. Who will be that person? People go to Scotland, and when they get to Scotland, one of the places, the first places they want to get to. I remember someone that went to an apostle I know that went to there recently, and Pastor Glory took the person there. She did a video. She said, we're in the prayer house of John Knox. This is where John Knox was praying. Give me Scotland or I die. I was looking at it. I say, hey, my own is not visitor. I will sleep inside the house. If you sleep inside that kind of house and you are not ready to carry the kind of passion and fire that that person carried, the passion will just consume you. Do you understand? A man sat down. When we say, give me Scotland, it's not Saple we're looking at. Give me a nation, or I die. That became a song. Give me a territory, or I die. Can you change your prayer point from God? Give me shoe. Give me iPhone. God, give me bag. Give me Gucci bag. It's a Chanel. Give me this. Give me this. Give me that. Give me. And there's nothing wrong in having any of those luxury things. But I tell you the truth. When you stand and you look from the point of eternity, you will see that the mundane things, in the words of our pastor, they cannot compare to one soul. The eternal weight of glory that is waiting for us. I'll end with Mark 16:15. A charge that the Lord gave to us. He said he didn't call us to sit. He called us to go. Church, evangelism must become our watchword. By first of all asking the Lord in the place of prayers, give me my street. Applying the things Prophet Clem gave to us. So what I'm speaking is not outside what he said. Take prayer evangelism and add soul winning to it. Combine the two. You have a healthy church. Speak peace over your neighborhood. Do your prayer walk. And while you are doing your prayer walk, touch somebody. Let that consciousness come. We've had a Tyler that have been doing work for us since. He would just come and he would go. I would just joke with him and go. But today I said, what church do you attend? What is it? I said, no. Is it your work? I said, that's why you should come here. I know you do a lot of work. Maybe on Saturday you work, you are tired. Sleep on Sunday morning. We have evening in this service. He said, okay, ma, I'll start coming here in the evening. He has been working here since. I have been seeing him. I did not talk to him. I was waiting for Angel, Abi. The way you are waiting for the angel. The souls are not far. They are just around us. They are the persons, the child playing out there. It will just take one evening for somebody to get up and go around this neighborhood. Madam, good evening. How on a day? God bless you. We're from that church. We want to do something for the children. We want to take care of the children. Can you be releasing your children for Kids Bible Club? Give it one fancy name. When they come that day, get fancy bag, something colorful, that as the child is going to school, now we church, they give me. That child has become what? An evangelist. Before you know it, Pastor Faith started children pray in Obiaroko. Not up to 6 weeks. They're already hitting like 80. They are playing there. Look at them. Those are our Paul, our Sauls. They are there. Who will bear that burden? Say, I don't know. School is resuming. How much for exercise book? Want to give them 10, 10, 5, 5, whatever. And that's your approach. Mark 16:15. And he said, go ye into all the world. Go to the children's world. Go into all the world. Preach the gospel to every creature. Before you are getting excited to say, Jesus, glory, Rema, we preach to the rat and we preach to the goat. Can you please preach to you being first? Please. I'm not against preaching to all those things. Preach. We are going to preach to them. But can you start preaching to human being first? Then advance. Give me the next one. Quickly. 16. Is there no 16 there? He that believed and is baptized shall be saved, but he that believed not shall be damned. And these signs shall follow them. When you believe and you go, then you will cast out devils, you speak with new tongues, you will take up serpents. If you drink anything, it will not harm you. And so then after the Lord has spoken unto them, he was received to heaven right hand. The last verse is my emphasis. And they went forth. The Lord said, go. They didn't stay. And they went forth and preached everywhere. In the markets, offices, schools. They preached everywhere. This is the Lord that was received. But the Bible said what? The Lord walking with them and confirming his word with signs and wonders. Can you say you will go? And I just remember the song we used to sing when we were growing up. We must go, we must go. We must go to set the captives free. We must go. We must go and raise up the dead. We must go, we must go. We just have one person